And and I didn't want to use Animal Crossing as the backdrop, but y'all are hilarious, yo. Like, I mean, I wasn't even going to make a, but I mean, seriously, yo. And I take a peek on Facebook, and y'all still rapping the same stupidity of the Democratic, and it's like, I'm not a Democrat. Yes, you are. You're if you say that you're black, and you want to talk politics, then you're saying that you're a Democrat right now, right? Because you're complaining about Trump, right? Instead of what we need to do to build the community. You're still not getting it. You're still not getting it. Let me start off with my Love God one, right? Um, that's one of the six permutations of the first commandment. All right, first commandment is one first number one. The first one commandment is love God. That's the first commandment. All right, so you can do one, love God. That's one of the six permutations when you're dealing with three elements, words, whatever, right? So, love God one is another permutation, and one can mean first. Love God first. So that's what got that out the way. There's four more permutations. We'll go over them at a later date. This is Animal Crossing. We already been over this, and I'm just showing you the data, yada yada. But when and it is I'm happy Father's Day. I gave Ed a happy Father's Day. Ed Brown is one of my cousins, and he's going on a tangent about them adjusting the laws of going after these illegals, and I'm seeing a lot of people doing this, and it's a lot of people that are they try to sell themselves as being independent, but you're not. Um, Independence is like, that's when I turned 18. My parents was, you have to register to vote, and when I registered to vote, I registered independent, and I didn't vote until 1996 or some year like that. All right, I didn't vote until I graduated from college, so that I can make a, a very educated decision on who I was voting for. Now, the very first person I voted for was John Street, ironically, right? Right? Now, John Street goes that he's independent, but we'll talk more about John Street and who he is and yada, 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 as far as that's Philadelphia politics. Yes, I'm still running for mayor of Philadelphia. I think the election is 2027. So in 2027, I'm a blitzkrieg vote for Charles. I mean, y'all know my real name, but AKA Volothan Modulus Tautology for mayor of Philadelphia, right? Cool. And I'm still voting for um, Carl Anthony for president. Shout out to Carl Anthony, my cousin out there on the West Coast. He should run for governor first, because y'all got to get that boy uh, gruesome out of there. You got to get him out of there, Mr. C. So you should run for governor first, right? Run for governor, then run for the mayor. Like, when is the governor race? I don't even know. We gotta figure all that out. But shout out to you too. Um, but yeah, Ed, I mean Ed, and I'm gonna tag you on this one too, because it's like, I get it, right? You're trying to point out the flaw in Holman aggressiveness, and that's what he's doing his job. That's the job that Kamala was supposed to do. She was supposed to be the border czar, but she didn't do her job. Right? I right when I was the manager of the store, I did my job. So when the, you know, district, regional, whatever he wanted to be, came to my store, it's like, I did this, I did this, I did that, I did this. He wanted to grievance against me, right? So it was here's a write up, like he wants to, fire me. It's like, nah, I'm not signing that. Me, you, and the human resource manager have to sit down and discuss this. Right? That's what the policies switched. That's the policies that Biden switched, where we're supposed to communicate as the three heads or whatever. So he wanted to write me up for not taking out the trash, which was the most ignorant ever, right? And it's like, nah, me, you, and the district have to, in the human we have to sit down and talk about this because I took out the trash, right? So and he gave it to me, the write up, just before Christmas, right, in December. After I just got out the hospital for 2 weeks. So I'm over here trying to, listen, y'all running a scam on me. I'm trying to, fix the store and get it running the right way. We can go over the P&L, profit and loss, whatever you want to call it, the numbers. We can go over the numbers together. My shrink numbers is less than 2%. It's like 2%. So even though I'm quote unquote a low volume store because my weekly income, but I'm still a multi-million store and I'm still over $1 million in sales. And I'm not a 24-hour store, but I was still top 5 when it came to immunizations, which is what's the main measuring point that they wanted to go at that time, as far as giving out the flu shot, and then the next phase was COVID. So I know my shit, but it was a game to hustle to get me out of there for DEI, right? And they put the immigrant in charge. Hence, the store crashed. So for the past 4 years, I was working underneath immigrants, and I get it. I was in there working with a family of immigrants. It was a mom, son, and the dad was doing whatever he was doing. But the mom and son was working together. I was a part of we was the team in, ironically, taking out the trash. Now they're paying me, just as much as I was making as the manager, which is the funniest part. So, but now that caused the payroll to be higher than what, right? So they really didn't need me. So I knew that I was on the cutting block any day now because, they really only could afford 2 people to take out the trash. They was paying me, but I was also, hey, if you want me to do this, I'll do that. If you want me to paint the bathrooms, if you want me to, whatever else I was doing there. You want me to move tons of water? I was moving tons of water. I was motivating all the employees around me. And yet they still had immigrants fresh off the boat on forklifts. So it was like, all right, when's my turn to get on the forklift? Oh, no problem. I'm showing patience. I'm just getting the job done. I'm doing my best and getting the job done. Hence, wrongful termination again. So now, yes, I'm trying to. But now we're dealing with a judicial system that what they changed the fundamental definition of the defender, the defense lawyer, prosecuting lawyer, and the judge. They changed the definition to Democrat and Republican. You're not supposed to do that. That's the part that you're not understanding. And I get on Ed because now they changed the they changed the what's name because yeah, Holman's going after just hey, I'm just going after all the illegals, but that mom and son that I was working with are good people, right? It's the dudes that was on the forklifts that had the tats all over their necks, telling me how they getting all this extra supplemental money, cash, right, from the government, and they're using it to what? Yeah, I got me a couple foundational black women on the side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just talking mad shit to me. I'm like, are y'all messing with my baby moms? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? And this isn't just, this was multiple places because I'm jumping from company to company to company to company, and trying to get on with the company because of what Obama created with these apps that you can have on your phone where you can just go to a job today. That's where we are today. That's where foundational black Americans are today. We're still on these apps trying to get into the companies. The companies need us, but they don't need us long term just yet until there's stability in the economy again. It's starting to create some stability because they're getting all these illegals that's doing illegal stuff. So yes, you want to get rid of all the illegal illegals. You want to keep the illegal migrants that are good people. You don't want to get rid of them, right? But therein is you're showing what's really racism in a form called white supremacy, favoritism. That's why DEI was the wackest ever, because you're showing favoritism to women over men. When you do that, it's if you've seen the movie, let me see how much are these things? I see like I'm saying because it's like I gotta explain this over again and again. I paid $90 for them, $40 right now. The price definitely should go up after lunch today. But I'm just turning this around real quick, just to say, I gotta start this work week off right. All right, so I'm just gonna throw this up. That was my rant. Yes, you can't stop favoritism. That's all it is. That's all racism in the form called white supremacy is. It's favoritism. It's white people showing favoritism to white people. Right? As soon as black people start showing favoritism to black people, and I'm a foundational black American, I don't have beef with ADOS. But ADOS is dealing with one date, 1619. Our history is more than 1619. B1 is day 0. That's when the Messiah was here. Right? So I say black Messiah. The white nationalist Christians say there was a white Jesus. All right, cool, whatever. But I'm just going to get my job done. You get your job done. Hey, listen, this is what me and my son do. Come check out our video. If you want to race, like we trying to get back into, the racing game. What is the name of the racing game now? Mario Kart. Send us your friend code. If you have the Nintendo Switch 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on the Nintendo Switch 1 only. Yes, Mario Kart World is on the Nintendo Switch 2. They have to build the population, the following, like, you know what I mean? So me and my son, we're trying to go out here, and we're gonna go cut some lawns. We're gonna go, paint some houses. We're gonna go out here and do some work. We're gonna open up a little lemonade stand, and we're gonna whatever cash that we can get from these little businesses that we're gonna save up, and then one day we're gonna go, bow, here son, let's go buy this Nintendo Switch 2. We already had the 1. We already built a following and a network of racing, on the 8. If y'all want to join along, gladly do that. That's the business plan. Period. I'm telling you the business plan. But when you want to make it, politics, politics, politics. Like Ed, now I'm talking about Ed now because Ed, you should have a Nintendo Switch one, and Edwin should have a, and my nephew's, my cousin's, he's in college. His name's slipping me right now. Edwin is, the dad. But anyway, and you want to complain that now they're not attacking these good illegal immigrant families that's on the farm. You know what I mean? Helping the economy, right? And Trump is he's the one flip flopping. He's trying to educate us on leadership, right? I step into a room with a whole bunch of people, right? I've done this. I've been doing this for 4 years. They know within a few good minutes who the leader is because I'm able to articulate, enjoy life, and here's the job at hand. Here's the to-do list. Let's get it done, and we go and get it done. Now, I'm like, all right, cool. I need to get back to where I was about to be in a district manager position, but I wasn't going to go that route because I saw the Platinum Plan as an opportunity to open up my brick and mortar store. Now, what that store is, it's none of your business. That's where we're the hypocrisy of what this government is doing. Because you give me the check, you don't need to know my whole feasibility report. You don't need to know my whole, proposal, right? Because a lot of, they'll take your idea. Your idea isn't really original, but you got the Kanye Wests out here, right? They got $1 billion. This is like, Kanye, I just need 10K and I'm good, right? I don't need 100, 200K, right? I just need 10K. Boom, there's my business. And in 5-10 years, my business will be booming, right? It's easy. It's not hard. But when you have these companies, right, that's purposely destroying black businesses, right? Because you can't maintain a black job. Because they messed up. Biden, specifically, he was the president. He completely effed up the economy. So hence, the last Democrat president. We don't need another Democrat Party president. We can call this new party the Freedom Party. We can call it the Liberation Party, right? I don't want to call it Green Party. I'm trying to get away from colors because now you're dealing with colorism, and that's a whole nother topic of Western psychological ideology. That's a bunch of Sigmund Freud ignorance, right? Sigmund Freud and his id, ego, superego, right? Now I'm breaking it down on, call it super egotistical pride, because that's what the LGBTQIA plus dot PDF files of Black Lives Matter truly is. It's Jay Jackson being dragged out there knowing he's done. He needs to retire. He needs to be fishing with his grandchildren and shutting. But Jamal Bryant has to bring him out there because he's a pimp, fake, fraud pastor that spit on the ground. That's why when they asked him a simple question in front of Target, he had no answers. And then the guy that asked the question goes off on the side and gives credit to white Jesus because they following the black devil. This has been another truth moment from Phototherm Modulus Tautology. Love God, respect Lord, seek wisdom. Those are the first three. That's how you're going to get solidarity with God, right? It's number one. Solidarity is unity. Love God, unity. One. The second thing is an agreement of feeling. That's respect Lord. You worry more about disrespecting Trump than respecting God, the Lord. Whoever you wanted to be, Jesus, Jesus, Muhammad, whatever, right? It's still, you're supposed to show respect. And I know for a fact, because I studied Jesus, that you're not supposed to hate anybody. So if you're the one that's over here saying that you're a Christian and you talking about you hate somebody, spit on the ground. You're a hypocrite. And the last one is action, right? Of solidarity is action. That seek wisdom. All right, the Sabbath day, fatherhood, mother, or honor your mother, father, whatever. All that rest of that stuff, we'll go over that at a later date. But I just wanted to start right off there because I'm not angry at Ed. It's Ed still talking about the wrong thing. When Ed is a high-level programmer and we're supposed to be teaching the children, we don't need these schools to teach them this. We're supposed to be teaching this. If we want to build a black school, we're going to build a black school, brother. Basic. Beginners or purpose symbolic instruction code. Then we'll have a better, our community, the black community, will have a better understanding of artificial intelligence, because now we have a better understanding of the art of logical thinking or the law of reasoning. Yes, we do have to look at all the women to be, Lord, shut up, because y'all have a lot to learn too. Love God. Respect Lord, seek wisdom. One God, our Father, all the time. Hip hop, life, love, one. That's God is love. Hip hop is life. Time is holy. Stop wasting your time hating the President of the United States because of your ignorance. Because money is nothing more than the fourth dimensional illusion that really doesn't exist. Because hip hop is actually the art of making the most out of life.